Part 89 of Write My Commenters as if they were in Glassheart. Cammy, this one's for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Sins of the Masters. First sisters home to the electee, and rarely do they venture out of the city for very long. When they do, someone needs to look after the humans in their stead. As a caretaker, you take great joy in being able to spend time with all sorts of adorable humans. From big to small, each human is special in their own way. Being a caretaker is a fairly easy life. You get to stay in different villas, enjoy fine cuisine on the owner's dime, and get paid for the entirety of the stay. All you need to do is look after the place and protect it from intruders. Electee make many enemies over the long lifespan, many just looking for any sign of weakness to pounce. Human pets aren't allowed glyphs, so any danger the homestead is the responsibility of the caretaker to handle. Attacks on a villa are not common, but you always stay prepared, sleeping with your co-ply glyphs running for any hint of danger. Your newest job is a long-term stay for a prominent family of Elios court. You meet with the daughter and her human attendant. She has been left in charge to handle affairs while the patriarch has left on a spiritual journey. She was planning a trip up to the North Oasis and won't be returning for a long while. There was something off about the story, the pieces not adding up. The shims did add up, and who are you to judge? A few days go by, plenty of time to settle in. The humans are still on edge. One of the owners hasn't been the best at treating them well. It wasn't much that alerted you. A softer patter on the stone floor, but your enhanced senses picked it up and you sprang into action to protect the house. It wasn't until after you felled the first intruder that you noticed the branding on their forehead. They were Braga. The family had angered one of the Trinity, the gods of Dol Rim. This changes everything. What will you do? Oh, what would you do? Would you continue the fight or would you surrender? Let me know. And if you'd like me to write a story about you, let me know down in the comments. I enjoy each and every one of them, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. Welcome to my series where I write my commenters as if they were characters in my upcoming story, Glassheart. Green Dragon, this one is for you, and I hope you enjoy it. Chaos ensues. In the city of Dol Rim, there is order. That is true for second and first sister, where the Braga patrol regularly. Third sister handles its own business. As long as you fall in line, keep your head down, there won't be any problems. A quiet life was never in the cards for you. Rumors say that dune sales occasionally come through the ravine to resupply and sell their wares to the third. Among the sands, that is where true freedom lay. The moment an opportunity appeared, you hopped on a ship and started your life of piracy. The work was hard, but you didn't mind. You finally found freedom. Everyone gets a vote on the ship when it comes to raiding. People should at least get a say before being sent off into danger. You always vote yes, ready to throw caution into the wind. It was one of the reasons you've only had Vinglyphs branded into you. The wind magic of North Star is illegal in Dol Rim, and that's just fine with you. Your favorite is Ventos, the power to become lighter than air. It's hard to catch someone when they can just float away. Using this advantage, you are the first one in the fight, sowing the seeds of chaos and creating an opening for your comrades. It's truly the pirate's life for you. The ship bell sounds and everyone gathers. They're expecting a big score, but when the captain walks out, there isn't one. They tell the crew the King of North Star is calling back every dune sale for a big announcement. As far as you're aware, that has never happened before. There's a change coming in on the winds, and you could be heading towards the eye of the storm. I hope you enjoyed the story, and if you'd like me to write a one about you, please let me know down in the comments below. And one last thing. Well, I do hope you enjoy how I wrote you. Part 91 of my series where I write my commenters as if they were in Glassheart. Mama, this is for you, and I hope you like it. Live in the moment. The day you ran from Dol Rim was the worst day of your life. It was an accident. You weren't even sure what happened. You were making a glyph medal, getting into the creative zone, when the song changed. By the time you realized what happened, it was an unfamiliar glyph laying on your table. The shape was like any you've seen before. This didn't originate from the Trinity. Touching the glyph, transferring power, changed the crimson glass to a glowing pale white. There didn't seem to be an effect, but the glyph left you weakened from use. Other Kothor noticed the light. You tried to tell him it was just a defective Igflux glyph. Your director asked you to wait in his office because someone wanted to meet you. You ran out of the Cathedron that day. Nothing good can come from your creation. Leaving it all behind, you left the city with nothing but what you could carry. Every shim you had paid for safe passage. When the shims ran dry, you traded what you could. Gothor hating parting with their crimson, but you had no choice. Everything was traded except the strange glyph. You tried a few times to pitch it over the side, but something always stopped you. After smuggling you, you find yourself in the town of Solace, the free port. With nothing to your name and no one to lean on, it was like starting over. As a Gothor singer, there's always need of your skills. Dune Sails need someone to maintain the glyphs, and as long as the job was done correctly, you never needed to see combat. The ship also provided something else: companionship. Not many Gothor outside Dolrim, so you made do on the ship. To think that the tall, lanky human would be the one you found yourself talking to late at night after the work is done. He definitely wasn't Gothor, but that's not a bad thing. It's improper, and it would have never happened if you didn't leave the city. Perhaps finding that glyph was the best thing that could have happened to you. You never did figure out what it did. Should you tell someone about it? I hope you enjoyed the story, and if you'd like me to write one about you, please let me know down in the comments below. Well, I'm really glad that you like my stories, and yes, I did write one for you. Part 92 of Write My Commenters as if they were in Glassheart. I hope you enjoy. A witch trying to make it through life. Magic is all around us in the Agrava Desert if you take the time to listen. Most people view glyphs as a shortcut to power, but it is a gateway. As a traveling magi, you go where you're most needed. A mining camp, the ravine, or even the free port of Solace. You are guided by the stars, but also your dreams. Most use the Spiridia glyph to enter the dreamscape, mirage created by Manasa. They said it's a safe haven for the minds of Dolrim, but with enough practice, a person can go past the lies she tells and enter the true realm of dreams. It's past mirage where dreams blend into visions. These visions help guide you on the path. Every time you set out into the sands, never have you or those following have encountered raiders, pirates, or worms. It's a life you could be proud of, a life of helping people, either spiritually or helping traverse the desert. Lately, though, the dreams have become erratic, changing from each time you delve into the dream realm. Something is coming. When it arrives, it will change the desert for better or worse. These visions consume your waking thoughts, an obsession about what is coming. Each night you delve deeper to find the source. What you find is a storm unlike any other, ripping apart the desert. In the middle are two figures. Their fight pulls the storm towards destruction and ruin. Another figure stands next to you, an electy female wrapped in a cloak of dreams. Her hungry blue eyes look down at the destruction with glee. Those blue eyes lock onto you, and you're ejected from this vision. If what you saw was true, then you need to tell somebody. But who? I hope you enjoyed this story, and if you'd like me to write one about you, please let me know down in the comments below. See you in the next one.